very smart
Just
student.
a few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
just a few seconds.
Please.
Dear participants, now you can see that it's good. I thank principal sir for giving the students choice so that it becomes student oriented more. So thank you, sir. It's a good choice, and the idea will work well. Friends, all participants. Now the second mock interview will be for the post of an IS officer. Let's see. And Mr. Zubair, our friend, is going to take this interview, going to attend this interview. So here we go. Okay, thank you. Welcome, Mr. Zubair.
Thank you, sir.
So we start, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Zubair.
Yes, sir.
Well, will you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. Of course. This is Zubair Sheikh this side. My full name is Zubair Nabi Sheikh, and I'm currently pursuing my graduation degree for BA, and I'm studying in first year for BA. That's my time, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Zubair. Why do you want to become an IS officer?
Actually, I am very much fascinated by the. Sorry, sir, I'm getting hyper. Don't mind, please. From childhood itself, it was my dream to become an IS officer.
Be comfortable and answer comfortably. No problem. Okay, please continue.
Sir, once I was in 10th standard, then there was an panel inspection in our school, and that time the district DM of big district were the chief guest of the panel inspection. But after seeing a film, he has a very great personality he has, and it was just like it was an amazing post, and to which I should serve for the India is that's the best opportunity for me. Thank you.
Okay. So you love social work?
No, sir. Sorry to say, but no, sir.
Social work is part and parcel of this kind of job, IS officer. It's a service to society. Well, fine. You see, have you learned anything about the different kinds of works that an IS officer is supposed to do?
No, sir. I don't have any idea that what's the proper work of the DM, but certainly I'm preparing for the exam only.
Okay. Okay. What is the nature of your preparation?
I am reading daily newspapers for that. I am preparing through the Abhinav books, and I have daily attending my college lectures.
Okay. Okay. Have you participated in any activities which will help you develop your personality overall?
There are many like speech competitions are there in our schools, and I participated in that. So.
Okay. Imagine that in Pune district, imagine that due to heavy rain, there is flood situation and there is problem everywhere. Imagine that you are the collector of district. So what measures, what action would you like to take over that? Just a question. Try to answer.
The first responsibility of mine is that to help the people who suffer from that flood, to give them, to provide them a proper shelter. That will be my first duty, and then afterwards I will look after for the disaster happened by the heavy rain, and then I will have any solution on it.
Okay, fine. Now it's over to principal, sir.
So, Mr. Zubair,
Yes,
who is your favorite author?
My favorite author, Suresh Patil, sir.
Suresh
Patil. Suresh Patil.
and Suresh Patil. So Suresh Patil, you have read some of the books of Suresh Patil. So will you please tell us the names of and the titles of the books that you have come across of Mr. Suresh Patil?
Sir, he go through his own course. That's that's the only book by which I am fascinated. Sir.
So what is the title of the book?
There, sir.
Dheyya. Right.
Sir, I am not remembering the proper name of the book, but like they. Sorry, sir.
So Zubair, see, I have asked you who is your favorite author, right? And also, very simple question is followed. That is, which are the books written by Mr. Suresh Patil? So while answering the question, you should have thought for a while that you are going to name someone and you should have minimum information about the writer. Minimum. I am not talking about the maximum information, but you should be aware of some of the books written by Mr. Suresh Patil. Okay. So I would like to ask next question to you. So, Mr. Suresh, you want to serve for the people and you just have an inspiration from the district magistrate that you witnessed during your school days. So, if you are given an opportunity, suppose that you are given an opportunity to become a district magistrate of
If I have got chance for that, I'll be very pleased for that. I was never satisfied with the government, sir, in my life. So
okay,
what I think is, I will try to do what I feel so that doing is badly. I will never think judge the things are according to caste, any reservations or anything. I will focus on the problems only.
yes,
There are only that while doing this job, that there are many political pressures on that particular person. So I don't want to be there, suffer from this. So I will try
okay,
to uh, get overcome from myself.
yes. That's very nice of you, Zubair. That's very nice of you because we are facing the problem due to politics and the political people are just thinking about their vote banks,
Yes.
so they don't consider the problems of the people, and we are the proud citizens of India, this country, and we are just following the instructions written by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar in the constitution. So constitution is a great gift and you are just worthy that you have answered from that point of view. So Dr. Umesh sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, thank you, sir, for the question. And thank you, Zubair. It was a very good interaction, and that we have assessed you, and your performance was okay, good. We will definitely communicate to you. Before you leave, there is one last question that, see, what are your plans? You know, if you are selected as an IS officer, what are your basic plans? Do you have any plans as such?
There are not particular plans for that.
Okay,
Plans are what I think about plans is plans are never successful, sir. We should go through the flows. Flow will
okay,
make us
okay,
more stronger.
okay, fine. Fine, Mr. Zubair, will let you know about the result of this interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I leave, sir?
Okay. Yes,
Yes
yes,
sir.
please.
Thank you.
Well, dear friends, let me thank Zubair. It was Zubair who attempted the interview for the post of his choice, an IS officer. Let me thank Principal Dr. Rajesh sir for being there and interviewing the candidate. Friends, it was a different post, and you see the nature of questions. The questions were different. For example, Dr. Rajesh sir asked some questions in which he tested his competence as an IS officer. So both of us asked him such questions, which were there to test his competence as an IS officer. Flood situation as one question, and another question as a magistrate to perform the role. So the answers were okay, impressive, good. You are still students, you are undergraduate students, you have to learn lots of things, and this is the platform. These are the activities which you learn these things. So friends, you can see for the job of a teacher, the questions were different. For the job of an IS officer, the questions are different. One thing you must have marked, I'm sure, Sakam college students are good students. One thing, while conducting interviews, there is a chain of questions. Means one question gets some answer, and from that answer only we ask another question. This is tendency of interviewers. Remember, as a strategy, learn it as a technique. This is part of interview technique. This is also one of the techniques. What way interviews are conducted, what way the questions are asked. When one question is asked, you answer that question. From your answer only the second question comes. Now, who is your favorite author was the question. And from that answer only the second question came, what books storage part of that particular writer have you read? So second question was based on earlier question. So keep this in mind, and while attempting the interview, try your best. Now here's a tip I'm sharing with you. You may call it guideline or a tip that I'm sharing with you as a technique. Let me share that with you. As far as possible, try your best to pull the interviewers to your area in which you are confident. Give them such answers that they ask you the questions on the basis of your answer. Learn this well, that the next question comes from your own answer only. So while answering, take care that in your answer, sow the seeds of next question. Means in simple language, in your answer only, you talk about your area of interest. Turn your answer to your area of interest. Turn your answer to your own strength. Okay, you know your strength, where you are strong. You know your own strength. You know your area of interest. So as far as possible, while answering any question, turn it to your area of interest, so that obviously from that area, the tip. And this is what generally happens. I'm sure that principals are variety of questions are there, no doubt about it. But besides the variety of questions, you see the nature of questions. From your answer only, the second question comes. While answering second question, take your answer to your area of interest. Okay, correlate it to your area of interest, so that the third question comes from your area only. Thus, you can pull them, drag all the questions to your area of interest. This is one important tip to share with you as part of interview technique. Well, friends, thank you very much. Now we are turning to the third candidate. Who is the next? Who would like to appear for the interview? And choice is yours. The post of your choice for bringing in this idea. This idea is working well. Any other students? Let me check my audio. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, friends, now any other students? Choice is yours. Any job of your choice. consider that you are attending an interview. Okay. And we can give an opportunity for just 1 or 2 students more, not more than that. Looking at the time constraint, okay, looking at the time at hand, will give an opportunity to 1 or 2. Next one.
So there are some active students also. I just appeal them to raise your hand to participate in this particular gesture, which will benefit you for your future career also. It will not only boost your confidence but also give you a sort of morale, and it may also comfort your conscience also. So that's why these activities are very important and helpful for you, because certain occasions that we have to again grab, seize. So this is an opportunity for you. So this way, to participate in a particular activity. So this is a rare activity that we have organized, and it will definitely help you to for your future career. Yes. So just the commerce students also can raise your hand, and you may get you may get the questions regarding the commerce account, etc.
Yes, yes.
So that's very.
तुमच्या आवडीचं कोणतीही पोस्ट सांगा.
Don't worry.
तुमच्या आवडीच्या पोस्ट वरती आपण इंटरव्ह्यू घेऊया. आणि
Oh,
हा
I
प्रॅक्टिस
just-
इंटरव्ह्यू आहे.
Yeah,
Mock
yeah, yeah.
interview. Okay.
So we have the names like here is someone Arti Pawle, Aishwarya Mule, Mr. Amir is there, then Anisha Khaire, Ankita Botre, Ashwini Mahajan is also there, then there is Naneshwari, yes, Naneshwari Shevkari is there, and Haridas Wadekar, Jayasri, Zubair already just was there, Kartika was there, so Komal Baravkar is there, Kunal Jadhav, Nikita. So these are some of the names. So just raise your hand and just have this interview face.
आपण प्रत्येकाला काही IAS चे प्रश्न नाही विचारणार.
नाही विचारणार. Yes.
ओके.
Obviously.
तुमच्या आवडत्या पोस्ट वरती आधारित आपल्याला आणखी सिंपल करता येईल. इंटरव्ह्यू अतिशय सिंपल असेल. ओके. जस्ट ऍज अन एक्सपिरियन्स. ओके. लेट्स एन्जॉय द ऍक्टिव्हिटी. ओके, फाईन.
So just we can just change the modules. So just I request Professor Approach to unmute the mics of students so that Jagdale sir can ask any of the students the question personally. So that will be an interactive session also.
Okay.
Not an interview type.
Not an interview.
But
not an
as
interview.
this is a practice session, so we may come across some certain simple questions to be asked.
We can have introduction as practice of introducing yourself. Even that will do. You have to just
we will take introduction of the students
tell your
one by
hobbies.
one.
Yes.
All students have to introduce themselves one by one, please.
So just you name the student, madam.
A few of them.
You just name a student randomly, and he or she will just respond.
Arti Pawle, please introduce yourself. Arti.
You take them randomly, madam.
Amir Turup.
Arti Pawle, are you there?
Yes, sir, she is in the mic.
Please unmute your mic so that we may hear you.
Arti?
Well, sir, I think we can give practice of telephonic interviews now.
Yes, sir.
मित्रांनो, व्हिडिओ सुरू करू नका. म्हणजे जर करायचं असेल तर वेलकम, नसेल सुरू करायचं तर व्हिडिओ नका सुरू करू, फक्त आवाज. टेलिफोनिक इंटरव्ह्यू. ओके, विल ट्राय दिस.
So if one wishes to start video, so it will be okay also.
It is up to you. If you want to start video, fine. If you don't want, only audio can be switched on. Well, friends, by that time, let me share with you a few more things regarding interview. Principal sir, can I continue with a few more points? Sir?
Yes, sir. Yes. Please.
Okay. Students, be ready for your turn. You make up your mind and you will participate. By that time, let me take this opportunity. If you don't take the opportunity, I'm going to take the opportunity. Okay.
Yes.
So, friends, while attempting the interview, you must have noticed that we have seen two mock interviews. Both the students were from different areas and the interviews were related to two different fields of career. There are lots of career choices these days. So what we have to do is, well, when you are undergraduate students, become 1, 2, or 3, BA 1, 2, or 3, whatever stage you are at this is the time to plan for your goal. Principals have rightly pointed out what is your goal. That is a key question from which I would like to, share a few things with you. Make the choice of career, and then the stage of interview comes over that. While making the choice of career, we have to think of our own area of interest. First of all, we have to think of our own area of interest. So, if Zubair like civil services, focus on civil services, and then start your preparation. First of all, get the information what kinds of civil service are available, what career opportunities are available to me in my area of interest. If my area of interest is civil services, okay, शासकीय सेवा वेगवेगळ्या ज्या असतात त्या. If that is my interest, if competitive exam is my interest, then I have to make survey in the beginning. What kinds of careers are available to me? And after we find that out, we have to shortlist. Yes, that police department to enter. You see, the magistrate is one career. IPS officer. I mean, in police department there can be some posts. In forest department there can be some posts. As a collector, there are some opportunities. In revenue sector, there are some opportunities. In banking, there are some opportunities. Okay, so in different sections, in finance and banking and all that, we have different career opportunities. First of all, we have to find out the suitable career opportunity to you, or what opportunity you are suitable to. So we have to consider the suitability of the candidate and the career. Both a candidate has to think of suitable career, and even you have to think of what where I am more suitable, where I can be of some good help and all that. So where can I contribute well? So you have to think of your strengths and weaknesses. Considering this, you have to make your SWOT analysis, and then you have to set your goal. And after you carry out SWOT analysis, SWOT, S for strengths, W for weaknesses, O for opportunities, and T for threat. Nowadays, for T, they use C, C for challenges. So SWOT analysis, SWOT, has become SWOC, C for challenges. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges, C for challenges. So SWOT analysis or SWOC analysis. Judge your own strengths. If you have weaknesses, write down your weaknesses. Write down the opportunities that are available to you, and write down also about the challenges that are there in case of different career opportunities. Think of this kind of analysis. SWOT analysis is self-analysis. You have to carry out your own analysis, and then on the basis of that, you have to select your goal. You have to choose your goal. Yes, civil services is my goal. Then shortlist it. Which department exactly? Which department precisely? Revenue or police department, or say forest department or finance section? Which section? Administrative job? Okay. Which section would you like to go for? Shortlist your goal, and thus after you set the goal, then think of the preparation. So what different exams I have to pass out? So what are the qualifying hurdles? What hurdles I have to cross over? What exams I have to crack? What kinds of interviews are there? And this is interview technique. Then it comes to this. But these are the basic things before the interviews and all that, that you have to prepare yourself for the career in this way. Choose a proper career, set your goals properly, carry out your SWOT analysis, and be prepared for interviews later on. So when you are undergraduate student, आपण जेव्हा BA BCom करतोय तेव्हाच आपल्याला खूप सारी संधी आहे. आता तुमच्याकडे अगदी योग्य वेळ आहे, अगदी योग्य वेळेला आपण हे ऑर्गनाइज केलं. सो लेट मी कॉंग्रॅच्युलेट प्रिन्सिपल सर अँड ऑर्गनायझिंग बॉडी मेंबर्स फॉर ऑर्गनायझिंग दिस शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स. It is the right phase for the students that they have an experience of this kind, and they attend such sessions, and they prepare themselves for different careers. Okay, so while being at undergraduate level, you can read a lot, you can carry out your SWOT analysis, SOC analysis, then set your goal, and then you choose the proper career, and then think of the interviews. So this is the sequence. These are the priorities. SWOT analysis, identify your area of interest, judge yourself. What are my strengths, my weaknesses, my opportunities for me and challenges for me? SWOT analysis. On the basis of that, goal setting, set your goal properly. Out of different careers, choose your career that is based on your own strengths. If these are my strengths, if I can talk well to people, choose a field where communication is required. If I can, if I'm good at table work, paperwork, perhaps the secretarial job can be a better job for me. If I'm good at calculation, go towards financial section, finance section. So depending upon your own strength, choose the career. So make your SWOT analysis, set your goal. Once you set your goal, start your preparation, basic examination, preparation for exams, and when it comes to interview, while attempting interview, we can use all these techniques that we have been discussing. Dear friends, precisely the topic is interview techniques, but these are the preparatory kinds of stages. These are the stages through which you have to pass, and you reach the stage called interviews, and then you can take care of the do's and don'ts of the interviews that we have discussed today. Well, now the time is almost up, but I will leave the session open for some interaction, some questions and answers. So if there are any questions, you definitely can ask me. I would like to answer your question. If not, I'm going to take the opportunity. I will start then. I'll continue talking then. If you don't ask me questions, I have something more to say. So your questions, I would like to welcome your questions, if any. Well, it seems that at present there are no questions, or students are not in the mind to ask questions. Fine, dear friends. So interview technique is the session, is the area in which we have to think of interviews from two sides, whether you are going to conduct the interview or whether you are going to face the interview. So as an interviewer or as an interviewee, what is your role? Decide that and accordingly learn the different techniques. We have presented before you a demo, and let me express my gratitude towards Principal of the College, Dr. Rajesh sir, for contributing to this session and playing the role of an interviewer. Also require some techniques, and through the demo, you must have learned a little about that also. We have to be very positive, and we have to check what the candidate knows, and we don't have to check what they do not know. We have to make them comfortable and all that. These are the techniques from the side of interviewers. From the side of interviewees, very many techniques are there. We have been discussing those techniques only. Okay. Besides the interviews, this is the preparatory stages have been discussed. Group discussion has been discussed. Presentation, which may be post-interview kind of activity. Post-interview, after the interview, presentations may be organized for you, and over there also, all those communication skills are useful. So your reading and writing and listening and speaking And besides that, your non-verbal communication, your body language, your voice modulation, use of space, use of time for effective communication, all these skills work together in the presentation also. Also, technology. You have to be technologic and you have to learn technology. Now, this is age of technology, information and technology. So both area of information, knowledge, and technology. You should be well versed in that, and you should be familiar with all these technological things and all that. So I hope we'll take care of all these things. If still there are any questions, I'm here to answer the questions. If not, then we can conclude the session since the time is up now. So any questions there?